Whoa.
Kind of committed to
You
it.
didn't
after.
commit to it.
Okay.
If you're going to do it,
It's time!
Before I get into this, for those who don't know, I consider myself like a really good person.
You know,
it's my
week
love
2, I'm
language.
still here. I got the call back to come back, so I feel very lucky and very blessed.
Let's
but
go,
I've brought gifts.
I'm sorry for swearing, but Brooke, you've won nothing and you've done nothing.
So that's the same as me
All
and
right.
you. We're on the same page.
Exactly.
Why
so,
are you yelling?
So why are you laughing? Is the question.
It's showtime, baby.
Hand records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? Did y'all boys not get the memo?
What I say? Clockwork. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang! Y'all know I was finished. We're going to fight. Last name ever, first name greatest.
Do I play on or not?
It's far from over. All right.
Play on, lad. Let's go. Big smile on our faces. League is back. Oh, League is officially
And play
back.
on is just officially back. Second week running.
Rolling into it, baby. Rolling into it.
Seat, man, this chair, everything about this place just gets me too excited on a Monday morning.
Oh, bro, but it's the first Monday back with League.
I know.
Like, League was
I know.
last. Bro, and we're doing a show on Monday.
I know.
Oh, we can talk about it and
So
kind
it's
of
like
be
our
in it.
points are actually like in real time, as opposed to like people have like used toilet paper,
Deciphered
thrown
this,
it, flushed
thrown
it down,
it
and
away.
here we are sort of bringing it back 4 or 5 days later.
Fish and chip newspapers.
Yeah,
like
probably shouldn't
we're
use toilet
finally here, baby. We're finally here. Matua Marc is also here as well.
How about I turn my mic on? Kia ora, everybody.
What up, baby?
NRL is back in a big way. This is good news for us. Super Rugby's pumping away.
Man, Super Rugby really is pumping.
Now,
Yeah.
do you reckon
That
they
Chiefs
decided just
Crusaders
over the
game?
weekend, okay, guys, we know the NRL's coming back, let's go berserk now, because some of the footy we saw over the weekend in both codes,
Right.
oh, what a treat for fans.
That
Yeah.
Chiefs Crusaders game felt like a playoff.
You know, also, can I just say, I just had this random thought. It feels cool to be doing this show because I've been validated multiple times throughout since we dropped episode 1 last week by people just saying to me, they're stoked the podcast is back.
There you go.
Hey, we're stoked it's back too.
Yeah, and that
we're
is a
stoked.
very nice feeling to have. So we're looking forward, MVPs, to bringing you some good content.
Absolutely. What's on the show for you today? I want to test your golf slang. You're a golfer.
No,
You're
I am.
our golfer.
It's
You
light
know?
work.
I want to test you on the golf slang, see if you really got it. Marc, what you got for us?
I've got a couple of things. One is it's called the Battle of Inches. And what I'm going to do is throw out there a number that has been involved in a sport. I'm going to see if you guys can put 2 and 2 together and work out what I am talking about in the Battle of Inches. And of course, it's a big return to one of our favorites. It is Betcha Match Ups, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Another
sir.
season all ready to go. Thanks to Betcha Up, we do encourage people to gamble responsibly.
Also, Lima Sopoaga joins us again. He passed week 1. Well done, Lima.
I'll tell you
Well
what.
done, Sops.
I don't know. As far as interns go, or apprenticeship served,
Right up there.
he's off to a flyer, eh?
You know what he did make me do? He did make me watch rugby a little differently this weekend. Although this weekend that's just passed. Just some of his takes were very, very interesting.
I just
and
feel
made me
so
keep watching.
cool that we've got like caliber
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like our most dominant sport in this country now.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
no one can mess with us now, bro. We have got like we got the monopoly in our 2 biggest sports. Come on, baby.
You got
was like we
Gallus
were-
in the game, baby.
Yeah, it's like we were missing one of the Ninja Turtles. You know.
Just
but it's
felt
so
wrong,
important,
man.
Where's
eh?
the one with the nunchucks?
We got the paintbrush, but the wrong paintbrush. Like, we finally feel like we've locked it in, man. So we got
yeah.
that, and we're also going to talk about Vegas.
Yeah, we got to wrap that. We just got to. It was just great to watch, boys. It was really good to watch. I don't want to say too much here, but I reckon we get into it, eh?
Let's get into it.
I'll tell you what wasn't good to watch, and I've actually been umming and ahhing whether I tell the story. This has nothing to do with sport, but I just wanted to tell the story over the weekend. I dug myself a hole, like in a gold record, dug a hole.
Quick, fast, as in like gold record time or depth?
Like both.
Oh.
Like, get me in that hole as quick as you can and then bury it up because I don't want to be in this moment. I went out for breakfast with Winter and Mum was here over the weekend, but I was busting to go toilet. And so,
This is crazy.
Normal.
and
Didn't
so
go before you left the house?
I've got ADHD, and so part of having ADHD is you don't go to your busting.
There we
Like
go.
that's just that's part of it, bro.
Okay.
And so I actually, before I get into this, for those who don't know, I consider myself like a really good person, like a golden retriever type of a guy. Like I've always tried to lead with the right thing. Like I might not get it right all the time, but in my heart of hearts, I always like to think I put other people first. I like to think of other people, and I just felt like my time on Earth and all the hard work that I put in was abolished in this one time.
Okay, go.
So I was busting to go to the toilet, and so I couldn't see one. I couldn't see one anywhere. So I asked the waiter, And she was like, oh yeah, the toilet's over there. And I looked at it, but it was a disabled toilet. But I didn't really think too much of it. So I, in my state, I'm like, okay, I've got to go. I won't ask any questions. So I go to the bathroom, right? And so I'm in there, I lock it up, and I'm going to...
This is crazy. Welcome to Play On. Yep, keep going. Go.
Oh, I don't even want to say it now. I'm here.
Go. You've already dug it. Go.
I'm going to toilet, and I just hear this. And so I'm just going...
Occupado.
This is what I said. I said, someone's in here, with that voice, Someone's in here.
Trying to be bubbly.
Yeah.
What
is it with that voice you
What
put
is
on,
it?
eh?
I don't
When
know,
you're in the
but-
toilet, someone's knocking at the door. Occupado.
Yeah,
It's like a gentle kind of...
Won't be long.
It's that, like... we've all-
Almost done.
I didn't get a response, but then I hear another.
Oh, shit.
Left that one. Hear another. And go, someone's in here. Try to raise my voice a little bit. But in that moment, something happened. And I was like, if I get another knock,
Oh.
they're going to hear it. Oh, that's it. Zink. As I slide over the door and as with much force as I can, I said, there's someone in here. And I look and I have to adjust.
You're crazy.
And I apologize so much.
Can we
But
cut
there was a
this out?
person in a wheelchair.
You're so...
We all slid that door in that moment, Brooke. You represent all of us.
Oh,
glad.
and then hold on.
That's Shaun Johnson
Hold
sliding
on.
that door
Hold
open.
on. In the panic of what I have just done. I'm so sorry. Yeah, bro, I tried to, and so I'm flustered and I'm saying all these things, and the first thing that came to me was, do you know where the non-disabled toilets are?
What the
That's a red card.
crazy?
Can I come back enough to say I'm sorry?
Can I just wrap that quickly? Because you have just said...
I don't know if that makes the podcast. I'm sorry.
I don't know a person in this world who would agree with how you described yourself anyway.
Hey, I'm going through
Climb
enough.
on and
Hey, I'm going through enough.
Oh,
Stop
no.
yelling at me, all right?
Bro,
Was that the exact sentence that came out of your mouth? Because what you just said then was, do you know where the disabled...
Oh, no, sorry.
Did you say disabled or disabled?
Sorry, the non-disabled toilets are. That's what I try to say. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Do you have any idea where the non-disabled...
Do you know where the non-disabled toilet?
I just...
You attacked.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
You were supposed to defend in that moment.
So
I
wait,
am
you-
so sorry.
Shout out to the legend though. He was a good guy.
He was
about
good,
it.
yeah. So the guy that knocked on your door 4 or 5 times ended up being a good guy?
Lovely guy.
Of course he was.
Absolutely
Yeah.
lovely,
Yeah. What else-
lovely
what
guy.
choice does he
and
have?
so I would like to point out I was wrong, okay? I was 100% wrong, a real champion.
Use his bathroom. Abuse him as you open the door. He's got to roll in there to a stench of shit.
No, hey, no, just once. Just
Wow.
once. But I was not the one that day, and I would like to apologize.
You definitely fart while you wee.
It was a miss.
Bro, you don't? Bro, how great is that feeling?
He tried to do that just once. Just once.
Hold on. The fart and wee is the greatest. That is an elite feeling for anybody, bro.
Wow. Okay, can we get up to the show, man? Oh, great yarn, lad. Way to set the tone. Let's go. Come on.
Play on.
All right, we're a sports show. Talk sports.
Yeah, come on.
Let's raise the level a little. It's time for our weekend takeaways. What we chose to watch, and what the takeaways were from it. And we'll start with you, Brooke. You can hit us off.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
Okay,
go.
cool. I'll go first. Let me build my credentials back up in the sporting world, all right? It's good that I go first. My takeaway from the weekend was Carlos Olberg getting a chance to fight for the light heavyweight championship, which one is incredible. That's not necessarily my takeaway though. My takeaway is Eugene Bierman and CKB, and just kind of where we see them now on the global stage here in New Zealand. Like I still think they kind of go under the radar, but they don't maybe get the love that they deserve, because what they've done is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And they still, I don't know if people can, like when I'm watching UFC, one, I love it, but I can also see the artistry in it. Like I can see the timing, I can see years and years of training and discipline all just taking place in the octagon. I don't know if everyone can necessarily see that, and so for that reason alone, maybe they don't put the CKB like banner up there with the All Blacks and
I wonder.
some of these elites. But to me, you got Izzy, you got Kai, you've got Alexander Volkanovski, you've got Dan Hooker, you've got Carlos Olberg. Like if Carlos wins this, it just case study needs to be done, because they've gone from what I can imagine low resource gym to a world class fighting factory.
Only next door.
Literally.
You know, respectfully, like when we used to come in and wrestle, you know, in the early stages here in this gym, as a professional outfit, you would walk in and you'd be like, how are these guys doing what they're doing?
This is
On a
prime
world
Izzy too, right?
stage.
Out of a place like this. You know?
For context, if you never went there, it had one ring into mats.
It was
Like that was it.
maybe that is it, right there.
That's the
Born
recipe.
from hardship.
That is right.
Yeah.
And it's a great takeaway, lad, because you're so right. We can appreciate the level of commitment it takes, right? But when you have like not just dudes that make the rosters, but they're actually the top echelon of fighters
in the world.
I think Eugene Berryman, he came out and spoke around like, we better appreciate what we're seeing from especially Izzy and Alex, because he's not sure we will see it again in terms of this sort of dominance coming from sort of that Anzac umbrella, you know?
That's incredible, bro.
It is, bro.
It takes me back to the time where the All Blacks were kind of so dominant, right? And it was before professional rugby, and they started to work so much on your diet and your and weights and what you're doing, what type of movements you're training in. Like before it became that full professional era, the All Blacks kind of dropped off a bit because we didn't have the tools in play to be able to do it. It's almost like when the UFC's got to a point now where it is. I mean, we've had a chance to go and look through the actual facilities, and those guys that get to train full-time in Vegas, like the amount of stuff that's at their whim that they can have and use to get better and better. Maybe that's what Eugene's referring to in terms of like there's only so far, and we've reached the absolute pinnacle of what we can achieve with the bare minimum. And now it's going to come down to raw talent and how we can stage ourselves up to be competing like they do in Vegas.
Just quickly before we move on, back to Olberg getting the shot.
Yeah.
So how's that come about? Pereira, he's vacated the belt to do what?
Don't know, but it seems like he's going to go and fight John Jones. Well, that's kind of the
narrative playing out.
What are you kind of? Next is our UFC superstar.
Aspinall.
Next thing he'll go heavyweight, but he'll fight Aspinall. And maybe the winner of that gets John Jones as like the final boss type of thing. Either way, shout out to Carlos. You have a chance. You have a chance to go and cement yourself with the Izzies and the Alexes. It's a hard thing to go and win a world championship. And bro, this guy can beat Yuri. He can for sure beat him. So good luck to the team. We'll be watching and supporting.
Yep, nice. You want me to go next, Mato?
Yeah, I got a couple actually. So can I throw one in here and then I'll finish off?
Oh, you're busy.
Okay,
I
so,
like it.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, what I wanted to mention was, what are they doing in Las Vegas for the home team that's different to the so-called not home team? You've all flown from Australia or New Zealand, but did you know that the home team is 8-0 in games in Vegas?
Wow.
What is
Really?
the difference? Yeah. So the Knights were probably going to be the hardest one to pick because, of course, they finished last year.
And they got it.
They won it 2018, and same with the Bulldogs, the late droppy. Therefore, that has kept a clean run.
They
for
were
the team.
deemed the home teams.
They were deemed the home team, and before then,
8-0.
They were 6-0. So the Raiders against the Warriors last year, they were deemed the home team. So yeah, it's 8-0 now.
That is.
Or is it 6-0? 6-0, sorry, because there's only 2 games. So yeah, 6-0.
Still an O.
Every home team.
You might be right because I think it was
That
3
is a
last year.
decent
and 3 the year
takeaway,
before.
Marto.
I
And
think
you
it might
know
be
what?
8-0.
Trust you to come out with something like that.
No, but I was thinking to myself, what are they doing? Does the home team get like a better locker room? Is it?
We went into that Raiders locker room.
No, but bro, we walked through the whole facility.
Is the away team
both pretty good, eh?
Are the away team given vouchers to go to the casinos like the night before?
Yeah. Who went to the Sphere the night before?
There's something. Yeah, it'd have to be outside of what's going on in Allegiant Stadium because that Yeah, that setup's the Mickey, right?
Yeah,
like, both
it's
sides.
incredible.
It's wild.
But even more incredible was the two teams that still managed to pick up wins this time around in Vegas, both being considered the home team. So something to keep an eye on moving forward.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good matua stat.
Yeah, it is. It is. Boys, I'm going to bring it back local. Over the last week, the NZ Open golf has taken place, and my takeaway is that golf is really thriving in our country, and one, you can see it socially, played by a heap of kids, even social creators, everything on YouTube now, everything's, but to see it at an elite level at our premium event, the offering, the setup, the staging, and then the field was like, if you have any inkling of golf, it was just very well done. Very well done. And I think we've got to celebrate that. Now, I've sort of got like a takeaway within that takeaway because there's an element of this which I was taken by surprise also. Okay, so firstly, let's say congratulations to Dan Hillier. All right, plays on the DP Tour. He's a young up-and-coming superstar, boys. All right,
Dan
now
Hillier.
to our
Remember the
MVPs, if you want a golfer to follow, jump on Dan Hillier because he is constantly been in the running or the chase to do something special on Sundays, which is your 4th round, in sort of some big events on the DP Tour, right? He's going to scratch one of those shortly. But I feel like we maybe overestimate the pressure of coming home or underestimate the pressure of coming home and actually having a local boy pick up the local tournament. Like we have a talented field come from Aussies. We had Kevin Na, multiple winner on the PGA Tour playing this year. Like it's a good class of players, and I think the pressure was on Dan. All right, I think everyone knew how he's hitting the ball at the moment's pretty elite, and for him to deliver, bloke got married last week, so he's running on a high right now in life. So I just want to say, firstly, congratulations to Dan. Well done. And if you're MVP, you're looking for a golfer to follow, jump on the back of him because he's going places and it's really cool to see. Secondly, most golf tournaments run a Pro-Am, which is a professional playing with an amateur. And it's usually, my understanding of it was, I might get corrected here, was that it's sort of like the tournament leading into the tournament. Bit of a fun round, opportunities for sponsors to get involved, pros to sort of get a feel for the golf course, but in a more of a lighthearted environment. So when you say amateur, you're talking about people like me. People that love the golf but aren't necessarily low handicappers, but I'm off a 12. So find a way around the course, play with a pro, get a few shots, have a bit of fun, last banter. I got asked to play in the NZ Open, all right? And it was something I was really looking forward to. But then, obviously, we've just had baby Cooper. And with that happening, I didn't want to go away for a week, not sure of how, we were going to be going as a family. So that's cool. Had to pull out a couple months ago. That's sweet. All right?
Said no, didn't she?
Yeah, she said no.
Yeah.
But what I realised watching yesterday, I was flicking over between the games in Vegas and closing round, and I'm watching Dan Hillier putt on.
Were you back? You were at Cloud 9, weren't you?
Oh,
you were living the dream.
That is
yesterday
Sunday sport
afternoon.
heaven, boys.
Put the kids in the pool so they have a nap in the afternoon.
It was unreal. So I'm flicking back and I'm going, why is Dan playing with respectfully, what could have been my granddad? And why is Dan, who is about to sink a putt for par to win this tournament, having to wait for the old cobber over here to roll one out? And then I get a bit of information given to me like, no, that's the Pro-Am still going. And I go, what do you mean? So here I was thinking the Pro-Am was like just a day event. It turns out in the NZ Open, you make the cut. So you play a Pro-Am day, you make the cut to play the weekend.
Wow.
And you're still playing alongside these pros that are playing for the NZ Open.
Wow.
That's the most New Zealand thing
That
I've ever
is the
heard in my
most
life.
Kiwiana thing I've ever seen. So that was my takeaway.
So when Tiger played, he might have just been playing with some Joe Block from up the road.
Who knows? Who knows? But what I do know is that old Dan is having a wait rolling out a putt for an old cobber who could barely bend over to pick that ball up. And that old cobber ended up being, my understanding, Rick, who is the owner of Te Arai Links.
Oh, wow.
So
He knows how to play.
there you go. He owns a beautiful golf complex up there, and he's
We
still
like you,
rolling
lad.
out putts. So
Let's be friends.
there you go. Takeaway from golf. It is thriving. And here in New Zealand, here in Aotearoa, we run a tournament and a concept that I don't know how often it's actually run like that globally. I could be completely wrong, but what I saw yesterday was the first time I've seen it. You're rolling out putts with the final group on day 4 of a major event. Special times
while
in the
we're on
golf
golf,
field.
instead of doing this later, can I just do it now?
Go.
I want to test your golf slang. So where I look at you, Shaun, I think like in terms of things you like love is like family, being a dad, the NRL, golf. Golf back up here.
Well
now
said.
I want to test you. All right. What's a Brazilian?
Well, there's multiple ways I could fleece this. Well, you know, a Brazilian is
on the golf course.
On the golf course.
Yeah. Let me save you there.
A Brazilian, I've never heard of that saying on the golf course.
For those who have never heard it as well, it's a close shave past the hole. He's Brazilianed it.
Jeepers, okay. Have you made these up?
Well, they came off the internet, so maybe.
Wikipedia got them.
The stepsister.
Okay. Huh?
The stepsister.
The stepsister.
Have a dig here, what you think it might be. Chuck one out in the water. You've hit the stepsister. Whoa. Hey, wait, you've had a shot, and it is now called the stepsister.
Because it's out of bounds.
Oh, well, kind of. You're where you shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yes. I might put that one in.
Okay.
The stepsister.
You got two more. What's the son-in-law?
That's a 4. No, it can't be.
Well, it could be, but no, it's not. It's not what I was hoping for, but it will do. And then finally, use these when you're on the course, all right, lad?
Yeah.
Finally, you're on your granddad's pajamas. I quite like this one.
Just say it, Brook.
You've got one ball left. Use those on the course.
There we go, golfers. That is a great golf takeaway from the Play On Sports
Yeah, we're going to give you something about golf. It's that. Sorry, Marc, you got another one?
No, I just wanted to finish with, I'd like to deal in this takeaway is all in rumour, but it's not completely verified.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. I've heard it on good authority that Steve Lancaster, the CEO of New Zealand Rugby, or the stand-in CEO of New Zealand Rugby, and Dane Coles have been spotted on a flight over to Japan, headed to Kobe. And apparently with a lot of interest, I've done a little bit of digging, and there's a lot of interest in one coach that is coaching in Kobe. They have been going through the motions of assessing his coaching at a higher level and also working heavily in the background talking to the players. And so rumour has it that Dave Rennie is the front runner right now for the All Blacks coach. Now, I wanted to dig deeper than this, and I have asked a few former players who have been under the tutelage of Jamie Joseph, because he was what was considered to be. And apparently Jamie Joseph, and this is all just hearsay within people around the game, Jamie Joseph by himself is like a blunt instrument tool, like absolute tough guy. He's a tough nut to be as a coach, and you need a Tony Brown next to him.
Yeah.
And of course, we've heard all the news that Tony Brown isn't available. He's going to stay in his South
I
African
respect
contract.
that. He said he signed this contract and he's going to see the contract out, but that doesn't mean he didn't want to.
Yeah. But Dave Rennie and Jamie Joseph wouldn't coach together. Again, this is just hearsay. This is the rumours that are going around in the inner circles. So Dave Rennie would become your front runner right now for the All Black coaching role. Just a little takeaway. Dealing in rumour on that one. So again, no one's put their head above water to see it.
I heard a rumour that they were also going. No,
you just want to do it. So yeah,
I love rumours.
Yeah, I'll let you marinate on that one.
Hey, speaking of rugby,
let's get into it, eh? Let's get our sops on the show.
Yes.
Play on.
Guess who's back in the mother flipping house? Super Rugby is back, baby. Man, and it really is back. We had a good week in the Super Rugby. Just in case you missed the scores, though, Moana went down to the Force. The Reds the Reds pumped the Highlanders. The Drua beat my mighty Hurricanes, but that was a weather thing. Let's not talk about that too much. Can't do anything about the weather. Crusaders, Chiefs, incredible game. Crusaders got that one, 43-33, and the Brumbies got the Blues on the buzzer.
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh, that was a good game too. Sops, my bye. What'd you make of the weekend?
What's going on, boys? Before we get into this this topic of rugby that we love, me and Marc have prepared something for you. For both of you, actually, all three of you, actually. I prepared something really nice for you guys.
He's trying to make an impression.
And as you know, as an intern, as a rookie, I thought it'd be good if I come bearing gifts.
You know,
week 2, I'm still here. I got the call back to come back, so I feel very lucky and very blessed. I've brought gifts. So, Marc, if you could do the honours of giving Brook his one, please.
This is so cool.
Shaun, you haven't given me nothing.
Bro, you've done nothing for the show, lads. Lima's already got you covered.
There you
go.
So, there you go. You can open yours next, Marc, if you would like to, and
for those,
show the people.
I'm just going to bring it up. Oh, hold on. It looked like I was bringing up the Blues one. Just want to be clear. Yep, that's nice.
Those are so nice.
That's Marc's.
Hurricanes.
Yep.
Old school jersey.
That is so nice.
And
Shout out to my
I'd just
boy.
like Marc to give Shaun yours, brother.
Okay, now.
XL.
This is for you, mate.
No. Wait, before I open this, Lima, if you me on this, okay, lad, you will not receive a link for next week. Okay, I get my back up because I'm used to dealing with this bloke.
This is just about me bringing my energy and what I think would be good for you, Shaun. Now, Shaun,
That'll look good on you, lad.
I've decided that the Crusaders one works for you, and this is my theory around it.
Here we go.
Is you have never won a title in your career, and they've won 13. So I want you to feel like a champion this year, and that's what I'm blessing you with, and that's what I believe would be great.
Lima, you'll be back next week, lad. For sure. For sure. Can you hold it up? Hold it up.
So this is what I think. This is what I think.
Can I let you know what I think?
Yeah, no, the floor is yours, mate.
Okay,
The floor.
Brooke, what have you won? For one,
Hey.
you've won nothing. I'm sorry for swearing, but Brooke, you've won nothing and you've done nothing.
So that's the same as me and
All right.
you. We're on the same page.
Exactly.
Why
so,
are you yelling?
So why are you laughing? Is the question.
Because you're like a big deal.
What- the only
You're a
th-
big deal, you know? Like
I am.
you should have done the thing.
But
You
one
had a
thing, I'm not
chance.
a quitter, so you can't laugh. All right, Marc, 2, you cack 2 in the back there. You ain't safe back there. All right, you've done nothing either. Podcasts
Whoa.
don't count. Media
Whoa.
space doesn't count.
Number
All right?
one.
Lima, you Super Rugby shit, mate. That doesn't count either. You won a comp 10 years ago, lad. All right, Highlanders, they're lucky to still be in this competition. All right, Crusaders. Now, respectfully,
You look like.
all right, respectfully.
You fit the bill.
Respectfully,
that's
I respect what you guys have been able to achieve. I've been down to that stadium. I've seen that list of achievements up and down that pole. That thing covers that thing. All right? But you will never catch me dead wearing this. All right? If there's a Super Rugby team I'm rocking with, it's the Blues, and that's all I care about.
Well, we
right.
can switch. We can switch up.
No,
Yeah, the Blue.
no, I need to go toilet.
Well, shout out Ella Ferguson, my good mate. She does a lot of great work for rugby. She sorted those jerseys out. So
Nah, these are
thank
actually
you,
really
Ella.
nice. Hey, outside of all of that, this is a sick present.
Lima, you're back next week.
You
man,
are
for
back
sure.
next week. Well played, sir.
And
Unreal.
Ella
Just a
does some
small
great
gift.
work with Super Rugby as well. So
I can't believe
yeah.
I've crashed out already.
Hey, you're right.
Far out.
What did me and Marc do?
Laughed.
That's just the stray there. We need to address that.
You laughed when you done nothing.
Like,
That's what I
that
can't
needs
call.
to be
Lima,
addressed.
Lima's actually, respectfully, Lima has achieved winning titles, so I can't really go at that. All right, but you
It
two?
was funny though. If we
Okay.
didn't laugh, then that's the issue.
Sorry, I got my back up. Lima, can we get back on track here?
Sorry,
What
yes.
did you
I thought,
make of what
try
we
to get
saw?
the energy up. Last week I was a little bit down, couldn't see you guys. Wanted to. Yeah,
we're-
well, I think
we're-
those jerseys are cool.
They-
I think they look cool.
I'm putting mine on top.
Vintage. Yeah.
These are actually really nice. Like,
they
well,
are.
well done to Super, because who is this classic? This is actually how you bring fans back, though, right? Nostalgic hits. I
That
can't-
is.
I can't
like,
put
look
mine
at
on,
that.
but, like,
That's class.
Oh, you look good.
Oh, they're nice. I feel like back in the day when you played rugby at school and the material was, it soaked up all the water and stuff. These are nice. I
feel like-
Thanks, Sobs.
Tanner's about to pass me the ball.
Yeah, that Hurricane
Yeah.
one is nice, bro.
Christian Cullen what happened just here? Thanks, Subs. Appreciate that. Hey, man,
Hey,
what,
no
happened,
worries,
what
lads.
happened this week in rugby?
We've got some points to talk about, but you brought up the points just recently before you talked about the results. And from those results, we went, so from the New Zealand-based teams, obviously Chiefs and Crusaders played each other. But from the New Zealand-based teams, we went 0 from 4.
Oh,
0 from 4.
for the first time in a long time, I'd imagine.
Yes, but I want to say that I believe that's actually better for the competition and better for the game.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. And I sit here as I want New Zealand to be successful. I want us to win. But when I look at that and I look at those results, that's how you get the game going again. That's how you get Super Rugby ticking along, as we need like the Brumbies to come back like the Brumbies of old. You know, when they had like Gregan and Larkham and George Smith. You know, those guys going to the finals and playing the Crusaders, we need those rivalries to come back. And I think if we don't have these results early on in the season, then we're looking at a top 6 by the middle of this month. And we're like, oh, well, we'll just wait till the finals and then the competition loses credibility. That's what I think anyway.
Sobs, what are we thinking when it comes to the Australian teams? Because they're on fire at the moment. Why have they got that extra motivation? this early on in the season, or do you have any inkling as to what's going on over in Australian rugby? Are they actually getting better, and are they building up for the right times?
I think a big one for me is that in 18 months' time, there's a World Cup in Australia. So they have the Rugby World Cup, one of the biggest events going on. So those guys now, they have to push for spots now. And those guys will be for the Force or for the Waratahs or Brumbies. They know that there's
they're playing for
the
something
gold jersey.
for a little
Yeah,
more.
the gold jersey's wide open. And if you want to be a part of that special event in the home country World Cup, you've got to start putting in the performances now, and you've got to start building wins as a team now. If your team's winning, then you're most likely to get picked for higher honours if you're successful as a team, and then those individual accolades come after that.
I like that.
Meanwhile, over here, we're still trying to find an All Black coach, right? Like, there's kind of whatever performance you put up out on the field at the moment could be there could be something deeper running there.
Yeah, we don't even have a coach right now, so
do you know
who
anything?
knows what... No, I don't know anything. I want to know. Do you know?
Marc knows.
We've got rumours, which is all we operate off.
Yeah, but no, the rumours are Rennie is in the front running at the moment. That a couple of high important people in the selection process of our next coach have been seen in Japan and Kobe. What do you know about Rennie? Seeing as we're going to go off rumours.
Well, hearing that, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Where does that sit on you?
I feel sad, to be honest. I feel sad. I feel Jamie Joe's done enough. He's got the runs on the board. He's gone and coached international teams. Like, he went and coached Japan at the last World Cup. Oh, not the last World Cup, in 2019, and he beat Scotland and Ireland on the way to a quarterfinal and lost to South Africa, who won it. Like, he's been around. He's given enough to the game, and years gone by, the All Black coach was somebody who had international experience. And obviously, Rennie has had international experience with the Wallabies, but Jamie Joe's come back to New Zealand. Since leaving, Rennie hasn't come back, and that's probably where I see that fit and what I would like to see personally. But there's a personal relationship there, so I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah,
for sure. What else you see?
Oh, well, that jersey you got on, brother.
Oh, you talking to me? I know you're talking to me, man.
I'm talking to you, mate. Your beloved Hurricanes.
That one hurt. To be honest, it was a hard watch just because of the rain.
Yeah, I do see that. But what I see the most is, are the Hurricanes still a title contender without a bona fide 10 right now? Nothing against Harkin, who jumped in there and slotted in at 10, but you've lost Ruben Love, All Black.
Yep.
You've lost Brett Cameron, who was also an All Black and
Out for
been
the season.
overseas. That's a lot of experience at 10 that you've lost. So are the Hurricanes still a title contender right now?
Yes.
No,
I
but
want
see,
that
I
for you.
look at that.
Yes.
Like, you can sit here and talk about weather, right? But I look at like a Fiji drawer, like, and if there's one thing they're known for, it is their ability to play this free, expansive style of footy.
Yeah.
So you'd think you'd be able to execute that better in dry football.
Bro, they still played
But
that.
they still went there. So it just shows you when you got the skill and you back your skill, conditions do play a part. They will always sort of somewhat limit you. But I think we got a lesson because I tuned in for that as well, and that looked atrocious.
Oh, it
but
was hard.
to see some of the skills still on display, especially from the Fiji Drua side, I
Chuck
was
the foot
looking at
around.
it from that. Now, Lima's made a great point around a key position and the lack of depth in that position, the impact it can have. But from a casual rugby fan, I'm looking at Fiji Drua go to work in the... and that was pretty mean to watch. And I love watching that because when I think about when Super Rugby's at its best, they're probably wearing jerseys that look similar to this, okay? But you're right. You had competitive teams across the ditch, whatever
Week
way
in,
that
week
was.
out.
You know what I mean? And it is, to Lima's earlier point, so nice as that sort of casual fan to be able to flick on the TV, and whether the Blues are playing locally or they're playing in Aussie or wherever, it's a contest. You know, and that game that we saw on camera from the Blues in the weekend, that's exactly what I watched. And it was a good game of rugby to watch.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing at the moment. But the Hurricanes have too much depth right now. They're stacked. They still had Ulmo out there, Warner Deans, like you've got Cam Roygaard, Peter
Jordy.
Larkai was playing. And for me, I looked at the Hurricanes on the weekend. They had a massive win against Moana. If they're going to be a serious contender, they need to win these games away from home against like teams like the Drua. I know it is hard, but
they
need
got to win
those.
that for sure.
I'm not sure if you've got another takeaway or another point here, Sops, but before you do, we're 2 weeks into Super? 3
Yes.
weeks into Super? Where are we at?
3.
This is third week.
Okay,
week.
if you were just to quickly off the top of your head power rank the NZ sides, okay, because the game we saw from the Crusaders in the weekend against... Great game.
And they went down. I love that the crowd, it was, I don't know if you went, Sops, but damn near looked sold out to me. It felt like a playoff game.
They
were playing for something out there.
It was really good. I just want to know where you would power rank the NZ sides based off what you've seen from Wellington, from the Hurricanes, through to what we saw Crusaders bounce back like over the weekend.
Yeah, I still think the Chiefs are the number one sort of team, and they deserve to be. Despite their loss, they haven't fully nailed everything. But me personally, I would go the Chiefs, the Crusaders, the Hurricanes, Blues, and then the Highlanders. But the Blues and Highlanders aren't far off. They're not. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not far off in terms of.
So you still
they could almost be even.
You still put the Canes above those two, even though the two performances you came on here last week and spoke around them playing Moana, and you're all like, you know, and now you've seen them play Jura and go down. You still see them above Highlanders. Picked up a good win over the Chiefs, was it?
He said what he said, mate.
So I'm curious though, because I'm like, how does that sit?
No, I just think with the Hurricanes, they're just so talented and they've got so much depth. But right now, they've had a little hiccup. And I think a team like the Hurricanes, they need a smack on the nose early on. They've got that smack on the nose. They had to bye the first week. So they've actually only played 2 games.
Yeah.
So they've had a big one against Moana, had a smack on the nose against the Drua. And I think that probably gives them the little rocket up their ass that go, oh, actually, we're way better than this. Like that performance isn't us. We are a top 2, top 3 side. We should be going over there and doing a job, despite not having our 2 10s.
For sure.
There.
Yeah, love it.
For sure. Man, we're really talking rugby.
Bro,
that was the best. Last week was the best. You've just outdone it. That was now the best week of rugby we've ever had.
Just so insightful, eh? It's actually refreshing just to have.
He knows what he's talking about. Have you got one more? That's it.
But that's what my last point. Oh, I wanted to go in for Moana. For Moana Pacifica. Like 2 losses on the trot. And I'm not even going at them. I'm more going at the draw. Like who gave them this draw, the schedule? So they've just lost 2 games in a row. They won their first game, which was awesome, one in Fiji. They've come off 2 big losses. They've taken 85 points in 2 weeks, lost to the Canes, and then they've lost to the Force at home, which isn't great for them. Great for the comp, but not great for Moana. Bro, their next 5 games of this, they got the Chiefs away, who put 80 points on them last year at home.
Oof.
The Blues, Crusaders, Highlanders, and then in rugby's version of Magic Round, they have the Chiefs again down in Christchurch.
Oh, God.
Far out.
I think that's ridiculous. I'm not happy about that. Who did that draw? They saw Artie play last year, and they were like, no, he's not going to have a sensational year. Stuff this team. We're going to make sure it's the hardest road possible for these guys.
Far out.
Yeah, that is a horrid run.
The Super Rugby version of Magic Round, just circling back to that second time they've got to play the Chiefs, was it, at Magic Round?
Yeah, and they play the Chiefs away down in Christchurch, away. So they play them away.
In Hamilton?
Yeah, in Hamilton, and then they have to play the Chiefs, and, that's kind of like the home game. Oh, I don't know, Magic Round or Super Round, they
so
call
they
it.
lose one almost on that one, eh? Like the home
That's
home
a great
version of it.
point, bro. That is
like, who's
wild
making
scheduling.
that? Like,
it's giving governments had something to do with it.
But surely at some point that circles back where they go on a run of easier games against
yeah, but their season might be toast by then, bro.
Yeah.
They could potentially lose all those games. They've already lost 2 in a row. Then the next 5 games have got all New Zealand derbies.
They needed that force
You
game,
could lose
man.
7 in a row.
Yeah, I hear you on that, but I mean, sorry, I got to stop swearing, but like muck around, find out. What if they pick up a couple of those to Artie's take last year? Like we're not here to make up numbers anyway. And they get after like this is the other flip side of the coin, right? You pick up 2 or 3, like sorry, imagine that. But what? Sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not even on air. I feel like we're just boys talking in the shed now. And then you get this lighter run home, and it's like, okay, now it is up to us to really get after it. So 2 sides of the coin, but that is well said, bro. Like,
you are right.
I see that though, made the blood boil.
Yeah,
that's
what we need.
I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah,
I want them to do well. I want Moana. We need them to do well.
I think we all
off
do,
the back last season, Artie's like crazy season. But it is hard for them. I feel like them losing Artie has taken a lot of wind out of their sail, and it showed in the last 2 weeks how much he is so influential around the game and what he can bring to any team.
Yeah. And rewinding it all the way
crazy.
back, so it's like the idea of having a Moana Pacifica team in the competition was to strengthen the island nations when it comes to World Cup time. You barely even see them playing at home. When we say at home, of course they've got the YOUKNOWMEDIA Stadium home field, but actually it was about taking the game back to the islands, right? It was like a salute to the players, to the amount of input that with their island players and have had in our national game. Here's your Super Rugby side. Here's your chance to grow the game at home. Here's the chance to get that next generation blowing through into your national sides. You hardly even see them playing there. At least you see Drua playing in Fiji.
Yeah, for example, bro, they've cancelled the game. They were meant to take a game to Tonga, and they've cancelled it.
Why?
Like, it says they can't afford to. Apparently, it costs $600,000 to host the game over there, and they just don't have the funds or the
no
the
home
sponsorship
games
to make that happen.
No home games. Probably the most influential players no longer playing for the side, and a terrible schedule. Like, how is that helping Island Rugby? How's that helping Moana Pacifica? Again, this is a bee in my bonnet when it comes to that, but I just
poor Tana, man.
Yeah, don't have a token like gesture to say thank you, and don't follow through with it by giving them a hell of a schedule. No home games, actual home games, and then that's just
run it up, boys. Go get a couple dubs along the way.
That's backs against the wall, eh?
But yeah, like to your point, I did like that, Shaun. They pick up a couple of wins. They get a lighter road home. Oh, they could be.
Imagine if they win the next 5, lose the rest.
Okay. Thanks, Sops. That was
Appreciate you, brother.
The man. Well done. Week 2.
Hey, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will.
See you next week.
We will.
You can wear your jersey,
Hey, appreciate that, brother.
Sorry, that was just for the.
Nah, I like that.
lols.
These are nice too. Well done, Classic.
You all good, by the way, buddy?
Don't ever call me buddy again.
Yeah, bud.
Play on.
Gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a new game. I want to see how well you've been doing your homework and watching the sport.
Oh, brother.
This is called the Battle of Inches. No, basically, it's super simple. It's what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out
Don't have much to give here.
number and what sport it's referring to. So, for instance, if I'd said NRL 6-0, what would I
Home
be?
teams in Vegas.
That's it.
Yeah. I was listening.
Easy.
I got
Shaun,
that
you
too.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we together?
You are together.
Romantically?
Let's stick with the NRL and go 1.3 million NRL. 1.3 million. The Battle of Inches.
How many people watch the games last year? No, it'd be higher than that, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be way higher.
1.3 million.
Come on. This has been directly affecting you too, Shaun, when you played. 1.3
Contract.
million.
Payne Haas contract.
Nice. I like that. I like that, Brook. So 1.3 million is the amount the highest paid players in the NRL this season we were making.
Yeah.
Those players are Dylan Brown, Nathan Cleary, Mitchell Moses, and Tom Trebojevic.
It's come down.
Tommy's
since
on
I
1.3.
finished up.
Come down to see. I like that. I like that. All those players, I guess. All those players, Shaun, you would give them that kind of money? No, that's putting you in a hard spot. But I like.
Thanks for that. I think a player's worth what a club's willing to pay it.
There we go.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, this ain't a knock on the players. If they're collecting the bag, the players, good on them.
That's a man who got paid during his career.
That's it.
Yeah.
Player have. I like that. Pro player.
Yeah,
Take the play.
always.
The only sports show that does pro player.
Yeah. Refreshing.
Pay that man.
Exactly. All right. What about 40 before 20?
Is this still NRL?
This is referring to the NBA. 40 before 20.
Oh, someone has 40-point games before they've turned 20.
That's not bad. It's not this number though.
40 before 20.
NBA.
I don't know.
40 points before it hit. Nah, no one's got that.
Oh, look, Brook, this is your baby too. You really want to get it.
I got your one. Go get my one.
40 before 20. This stat is actually about how you can predict the last 42 of the last 46 NBA champions. If you hit 40 wins before you have 20 losses in your season, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be one of those teams that takes out the NBA title.
Ooh,
Wow.
Detroit's looking good this year.
Yeah, so you've got 3 teams this season who hit 40 wins before they got to 20 losses.
OKC,
That's one of them.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Motor City can't win a comp, can it?
Wow, they look pretty
They're
good this
good.
year.
They're
They play
the best
such great
record.
defense.
Saying, man.
Third one, Boston's in, right? Aren't they?
We've seen them live. The Spurs.
The Spurs got it.
The Spurs. So there's one of those three teams, technically, on the 40 before 20 rule, will be our NBA champion at the end of the year.
And I don't know, but I think I guessed the Spurs to win the thing this year.
Did you just?
I actually don't know.
No, I
It was
don't.
a long time ago. I could
I
have
think
lied just then.
I had OKC to win it, but they also said that the team, the dark horse to keep an eye on, was Detroit.
You did too.
So
I
I got-
remember that.
I got
I
two
wish I
horses
didn't
in the
bring
race.
that up. What's your next one?
Right, baseball, 55,000.
People watched Shohei training the
At
other
the
day.
live, the
Bang,
Japanese
bang.
live open
Yes.
baseball thing, boys.
Bro, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Tokyo Dome completely packed
Sold
to the
that
brim
thing out to watch them train.
just to watch Shohei Ohtani prepare at the baseball classic as Team Japan practice. They had
He's the goat, eh?
55,000 fans packed in just to watch him do batting practice.
Man, if I got the chance to watch him bat, I would too. Sign me up.
Would you? Would
Yeah,
you go
for
along
sure.
just to? But you're watching the full
Nah, I
Team
wouldn't. No
Japanese
way
training?
you'd catch me making an effort to go out to a dome to watch practice.
Yeah, I would for sure.
Please.
Would you watch Steph shoot? Or would you watch Tiger swing?
Yeah,
Practice?
that's different.
Oh, that's completely different. That's a whole new.
Yeah, I would. I'd go and watch that.
Okay. And final number for you both: 10 minutes and 43 seconds. 10 minutes and 43 seconds. This is referring to. I knew you'd go there. No, this is referring to the English Premier League. 10 minutes and 43 seconds.
Of extra time played.
Oh, good one.
Not bad.
Is all it took for someone to score a goal. No. 10 minutes and 43 seconds is the average first goal in a game.
No way. No. 10 minutes and 43 seconds is in the EPL. No other football league, just the EPL.
Well, it could refer to the others, but it hasn't been timed. But they've done the timings on this, and it's 10 minutes and 43
Sprint
seconds.
time. How much they're sprinting in every game.
Oh, no, you can't be
can't
looking.
read
What are you
that.
doing? 10 minutes and
No, I
43
don't know.
seconds. No, it's the average
I
amount
just want
of
to see if his guess was right.
It's the average amount of time every match in the Premier League is losing to delays before throw-ins this season.
Oh, they just be hanging out.
So you know when they throw the ball in,
Yeah.
after the ball goes out, it's 10 minutes and 43 seconds on average is the amount of time lost in delays during the throw-ins, which has signaled a big change in the rules of introducing a delay clock, which will be ready up and running on the 1st of June ahead of this summer's World Cup. The referee, if they think you're mucking about, they'll actually point, and there'll be a 5-second clock that'll show up on screen, and the players will have to have the ball thrown in, which could eliminate the long throw because it takes a while to wind up for that. But yeah, it's a new rule that they're installing on the backs of the study they've done in the EPL, that number being 10 minutes and 43 seconds wasted time from players looking over here, talking
Per
to one of
match.
per match.
It's a lot of, that's
To be fair, the ball goes out a lot in a football game, right?
Totally.
So that is like how many
1
throw-ins?
minute here, 1
Yeah.
minute over there.
They'd have what, 15 throw-ins a game?
Yeah.
Up 20? Yeah.
20
So
throw-ins in the game?
it's a part of their game they've got to address right now.
Imagine if you're in the squad though, because you're a long, you can do the long throw, and you're going to be.
I like those.
You're
I
gonna be
like those.
abolished.
I like those forward handspring throws. Whoop that
How
shit.
hard is it to throw it to the middle of the pitch? Like to make it.
super hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Is it though?
Oh,
we,
to garner that, yeah.
With
Tell
a
you
run
what's
up?
super hard.
Yeah.
Tackling a big back row with footwork.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Man, okay.
You've achieved nothing, Brook.
You can't throw the ball in.
Nice work, boys. Battle of inches.
Playoff.
It's time.
It's time.
Bruce Buffer, you like how I brought that in?
Whoa.
Kind of committed to
You
it.
didn't
after.
commit to it. If
Okay.
you're gonna do it, do it.
It's time.
Still half-assed it. Yeah.
Okay, I did that because I'm going to come to you from Vegas now. Yeah, you like that? Quick
were
Vegas
there
wrap
last year.
of the NRL. Round 1. And I cannot believe that we're
Fight.
sitting here talking about it from the studio when we were actually there this time last year. But isn't it funny what can happen in 12 months? You can go backwards. Boys, what an opening round to the NRL. I thought kudos to the NRL. I think, like myself, everyone's a little bit skeptic about this move to go to the Vegas. You know, what are we actually trying to achieve here? Are we going to be able to make a dent? But this is probably the first year I say this again respectfully, it's probably the first year where I have felt like it's kind of looked, well, it hasn't looked out of place. You know, like from the week of build-up, which they have done the previous years, I just feel like this year, for some reason, I've got a couple of points to make. It just seemed like it had a little bit more credibility. And it started when you start seeing Fox League roll out interviews with Dana White. Okay, Matty John sits down with Dana White, who's a pretty big player in the Las Vegas market. Yep. Instantly, you just go, okay, well, you know, maybe there's something here. So now he knows about rugby league where he wouldn't have if we'd never done this. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. And again, other media personalities, they obviously had they had NFL players involved this year, but they also had like someone like Megan O'Leary. Now, I was actually taken aback by the credibility I felt when I saw her front the Fox League coverage with Lara Pitt between games. And I saw her do interview pre-game as well. And I'm just sitting there going, man, this instantly made it feel like a step above what they'd been able to achieve in the years previous. Now, to back that up, why I feel like this opening round in Vegas was by far the best they've done it, was that the 2 NRL games that were played were closely fought contests. So the product that we're actually showing our American audience and our global audience is actually the best version of rugby league we can offer. Everyone was like, oh, these two teams, the Knights haven't won. They didn't win a game since July last year. You know, like Cowboys, they're here or there. But as a upfront first round fixture, the skill level, the speed, the intent, the physicality, like Big Griffin man getting folded. I'm like, bro, like how can you not be watching this if you just flicked on your telly in America going, wow, like no pads, like gosh, like Cat is sitting there somewhere going, oh my God, you know, like it was just a really good product to watch. And then you back that up with the second game where we want to talk about offerings of our brand goes to Golden Point. You could not script that. And all I could think about was Vlandy sitting back there going, only to have one of our superstars hit a field goal to win the game.
It's one of the faces of the league.
Like, I just thought, obviously I'm biased, but I have been a skeptic about this move going to Vegas and how practical it is. You know, what are we actually achieving? But from what I saw from afar, the week of coverage leading into the games, getting teams on stage, the buy-in from players a little bit more this team, getting out, showing out a little bit, to personalities involved, to Fletch and Hindy bringing us content of like Fletch and Hindy adventures from Las Vegas, where it's just like a show stitched together of them just doing gnarly stuff.
Thunder Down Under.
Like, it's sick, right? So it's all this noise around rugby league being showcased to larger audiences, which for the first time I have felt like, here. Well done, NRL. That is my Vegas wrap, ladies and gents. And I cannot wait to rip and tear this Friday at Mount Smart now, because the NRL is back, baby.
Come on now.
Let's go, baby.
Good breakdown.
Play on.
Time for our first Betcha matchup of the season. Who won last season? Sorry, I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew that was... Jeez. Headphones cut out there, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's better. I'm back.
There was too many toots to the fucking what team. I'm so happy with myself. That was such a ride. So and it's so nice to hear this music. Sorry, Matua.
That's all right. For those who are new to it, basically we throw 5 matchups each week out to our participants, that being Brook and Shaun. And the one
fresh start, baby, fresh start.
The one who can get the most right is the winner of the week. Now, a bit of a change up in the rules. It was a bit disingenuous when you were forced to have one. You know, forced to have an option that you didn't. So what we want to do to make sure it all makes sense is you guys can actually pick the same side if you want to. However, if it gets to the last round and we've still got an even field, we're going to flick a coin and one of you will get to pick first.
Okay,
all right? So let's get into this week's matchups with Betcha. Thank you to Betcha. Make sure you do bet responsibly. If you are betting, bet responsibly. It's not a way out. And let's start up with matchup number 1, gentlemen. It is the NBA Eastern Top 4 Showdown on Wednesday at 1 p.m. New Zealand time. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers, the newly strung Cleveland Cavaliers with the Beard James Harden, taking on the hottest team in the NBA at the moment, the Detroit Pistons. Who do you pick and why?
Who gets first pick? The champ?
You can go first, yeah.
Don't really matter, does it?
Doesn't matter.
Well, actually, no, Brooke, it doesn't matter, so you can go first. Actually, before we get into the first pick, I feel like the move Cavs made with acquiring James Harden, that's quite a bold move. Was this the piece that they were missing to go to that next level?
I think you just find out. Like, it's one of those ones where you hope, but
Because they gave
They
up
had a
Garland.
good thing. You know, they had a good thing, but now you have like a certified closer to help out Donovan Mitchell late. Defensively, they got way worse, but offensively, they probably got way better. But it's probably like those moments down, like, I don't know, you might be on the road against the Pistons and you
just need someone to carry?
Yeah, like it's game 3.
Yeah.
And you, like, James Harden can win you playoff games. He can lose you playoff games too, but it feels like it's just that roll of the dice.
Risk
and
versus reward.
Risk-reward, I
Yep.
think, is what they've done here.
Sweet. Okay, who are you going then?
I'm going Pistons. I
Okay.
think this Pistons squad, I've actually watched them a lot. They play defense, man. Like, this is one of the first teams I've seen play. Actually, I don't want to take that away from other teams. I think NBA at the moment is just so, like, it's quick. It's like a really quick game. And I think growing up, the one thing that you lose a little bit more now, so I'm just having a basketball rant, but is I love teamwork. Well, actually, I love to score, but I like to watch teamwork. I love to score the ball, but from a visual standpoint, I used to love teamwork. I don't think you see teamwork as much anymore. The Pistons play a pretty good team. Like, they play well as a team. They got an absolute beast at the helm and Cade Cunningham, who's a future superstar, already superstar, but future superstar. But they play great defense. So I think they're going to have a real, like, they could mess around and win this thing this year. I think sometimes you have to go and lose sometimes in the NBA.
Bro, how much does Cade Cunningham suit being a Detroit player?
Oh my God.
Same with Duran. Like Jalen Duran, like, again, they're so Detroit.
Made
Like,
for it.
they take you back to the Ben Wallace days.
There's
Like the
Rip
gritty,
Hamilton, Chauncey Billups.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they fit the mold. So I am going to lock. I think the Pistons good, man. I'm locking the
Okay,
Pistons.
I'm going to go Cavs.
Oh, we got a split straight away.
Yeah, I was just doing some homework, just making sure none of them are on a back-to-back or anything silly like that, because it's how you got me in the past.
Very good. All right, let's get into matchup number 2 then. And we are talking cricket, the T20 World Cup semi-final happening on Thursday morning at 2:30 a.m. Our Black Caps have stormed their way through, and they'll be taking on South Africa. You can see the odds there.
Heart over head. What do you do?
Yeah,
Or do they
yeah.
align? Is it heart and head?
Well, that's it. $2.45 our Black Caps are paying, and South Africa are $1.55. So they've got the South Africans as rightful favourites after they have beaten us
It is
already.
hard head right here, eh?
It is.
What do you do?
I just watched
Good head
our
normally
Caps
leads to the heart.
fall to England. I just watched our Caps fall to England, and Matua, correct me if I'm wrong, the Caps did lose to the South Africans earlier.
Yep, they have indeed.
Oh man,
A lot riding on this, boys. Remember, just for everyone as you're thinking about it, the punishment for this round will be a full calendar.
This round?
This round.
Is it like this one round?
No. As in like at the
Oh,
end of the
okay,
year.
okay,
at the end of the
yeah.
season.
what, like kit off?
Like as in whatever the kit looks like, whatever the calendar theme may be thought up, one of you will be partaking in that.
Okay.
I'm trying to lose. I'm going to go for South Africa's opponent, the Black Caps.
You're taking the Black Caps?
I'm going to say the Black Caps.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm going to go South Africa. I'm here to win. But up the Caps, man.
Don't butt up the Caps.
Nah, I can.
Nah.
It's a semi-final
Pick
of
a
a
side.
T20 World Cup. You know
Stay
who's not
over
there,
there.
though, boys?
Australia.
Australia, later, ball.
You guys couldn't even make the top 8.
Okay, next one, go.
All right, matchup number 3, and let's see if it is for the win, because Friday night is where the attention goes, 8 p.m. The Warriors at $2.45 taking on the Roosters at $1.55. You've already said it, Sean.
You wanna
Watch
win.
the Roosters. Are you going to back them during this one? Because it is all for the win, as you've just said.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I am Now, see, I can give one here because I've taken South Africa
It's
above.
all for the win, mate. It's all for the win.
No, I'm. Look, the Roosters are sharp, boys. Right, we got to be full alarm this week, boys. I'm telling you, scary times at Mount Smart Friday night. They got a couple of good halves running around with it.
Are you calling the game?
Yep, I'm working pre-game, and I'm going to frame this up beautifully.
Hey, by the way, show's back tonight, lad.
League Lounge is back tonight. Yes, yeah, great point. I'm actually going to break down Sammy Walker on the League Lounge tonight, so if you want to see that, tune that in. Not break him down, but just a couple of plays he did in trial games, which makes me very nervous. But on this show, I'm wise all day.
I'm going Wires too. I reckon you
Let's
can.
go. At
I
home.
think the Roosters are good. Just kind of what Sean said. But first round, you can sneak one, eh?
Yeah,
And sometimes
you
that
can.
you get that loyal Warriors fan base just rocking and rolling from the start. I'm I think that's a good bet. I think 245 up the wires, baby.
I like that. All right, then let's go to the fourth matchup this week, and it is NRL Round 1. This is the later game on Friday night, and it is a big matchup between the Broncos, last year's defending champs, taking on the Panthers, who had been on a run of things. They got the Panthers paying $2.15 and the Broncos at $1.70. Who are you boys picking?
Yeah, I'm going Bronx. I've seen some dumb article already come out around pressure mounting on Madge Maguire.
How?
Do the math to that. Bloke just won a comp, had to deal with this stuff last year. It goes on to win a comp, ends up being able to flip the bird at everyone, going like, suck it. And a ball hasn't even been kicked in the NRL yet, and he's already getting it. So, anyway, I just think Bronx opening round off the back of a comp.
That's crazy, eh? You win the comp and then you get
I know.
question marks
I
around.
know. Well,
that's
man,
2 years free in my eyes.
Talk about scheduling. Well done, NRL. This is going to be a doozy, boys. So, yeah, I'm going to go Bronx at home, opening round.
I'd never bet against the Prince. Nathan Cleary on any side. I'll go Panthers.
Okay.
I like that. And that gives it, look, we've got a clean slate. You guys can pick either side on this one because we're not all drawn up. Super Rugby Round 4, Saturday night, 7:05. It'll be the Blues taking on the Crusaders. They're hosting them at Eden Park.
I got Crusaders, man. I watched the Crusaders last week.
They're looking good.
They look, and they went down, bro. They were down 14-0. The Chiefs looked incredible. 100-meter try, then a try from up front. Like they were doing it kind of any way they want. And then the Crusaders just started crusadering.
What makes me worried or nervous about the Blues is if they're off the back of that double leg trip to Canberra and they lost on the buzzer. That is a tough road trip, and it's a tough way to lose. So I'm expecting a little bit of like
juice.
Yeah, leftover juice. Like just let them merit. Like they're going to have to digest that, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it in time, so I'm going to go Crusaders this week.
Oh, the fire in the belly.
Man, like we're back, guys. Look at that. Friday night, you got the Wars. Saturday night, Blockbuster Rugby.
Can I just say shout out to Caleb Clark, though? Bloke was on a heater. I haven't seen
he looked good out there.
A performance like that, like from an individual in a while. He carried the ball with intent, lad.
And read the game well, intercept try.
So
he looked good.
I love that. All right now on the screen, you'll see the QR code pop up. We are going with the 3-leg multi, the play on 3-leg multi, which will take you straight to it if you take a photo or zoom in on the QR code on the screen right now. You'll be taking the Black Caps to win, the Warriors to win, and we had to go for the most Kiwis in one of the sides, that being the Broncos to beat the Panthers.
That's not a bad little get.
Yeah.
Do we know what's that returning?
Little 3-leg multi. We'll do the math on that, and you guys will see it by the time you click on the QR code.
We've done worse for sure.
That's it. All right, team, that's us for the week.
Hey, good show.
Awesome. That was fun.
Appreciate that,
Apologies for the bad language, everyone.
13 F-bombs, Mum. I know Mum listens to the show. Tell them off.
I'm actually going to be so much better. I will not crash out over something so little as Super Rugby.
Let's see you all next week. Enjoy your sport.
Play on.
Lamborghini. Look at the speed! Shaun Johnson! Aguero! It's over! Pass is intercepted at the goal line. In your life have you seen anything like that? Elliott hits it over the grandstand, and New Zealand are in the World Cup final!
Play on.